How do we support creative community all around the world? How do we turn these stories into products, into commercialization? The creative economy can only boom if story turns to profiting.
God creates through us. That is actually the Artnovation story.
Yes, I was never an artist. I thought that I could not even draw a cup or a spoon. I was very afraid to even hold a pencil. Any age listening to me, the only thing I can say to you is that you have to push yourself beyond your limits. You have to change your mindset orientation that this is not just what you can do. Don't be stuck. You can do any other thing.
Move, the world will follow you. Stay stagnant and the world will move past. Hello and welcome to the Artnovation post-event conversations. We are so excited to have you join us today, and we have a lot in store for you that we want to share with you. Right here with me, I have
Princess Marine
and Homawago, myself. FM, I would like to start with you. Seeing that a lot went into this event, the Artnovation event, the Rock That Remembers, I'd like you to let us know and the audience know how exactly you feel currently. What's the story behind this particular event that we just witnessed?
Okay. How do I start? I feel fulfilled that we have laid a solid foundation. I feel energetic that the future is going to be glorious. I feel blessed because I have solid team that are producing amazing results. We thought, because at the beginning of every project, there is an idea. Idea came forth. We ruminated on that idea. A project was initiated following planning to make this idea like products to see the end of what we are imagining. Stories across continents, across borders have come together to produce a brand new story from the Renaissance and medieval era and the story back home in Africa, merging together to produce a brand new spark. And those sparks became lines of poetry. Poetry that were written for fashion, for paintings. All together, a single story diverged into 10 stories. The 10 stories produced 5 masterpieces. And the last 5 story produced 5 fashion installations, all carrying the spirit of Africa and the spirit of Europe, the spirit of Nigeria and Italy coming together to define what African Europe creative economy is going to look like in 5, 10, 50, and 100 years. And to think that we are telling the story to create this movement around the world, I think we deserve a round of applause.
Yeah.
So what next? Yeah. This is just the beginning. I hope you're not relaxing. No time for that. The time for hard work has just begun.
Yeah.
The hard work is, we have them on the table. How do we help African and Europe entrepreneurs to thrive? How do we support creative community all around the world? How do we turn these stories into products, into commercialization? The most important is that the creative economy can only boom if story turns to profiting. And if a lot of people around the world are going to be gainfully employed, and if we are going to create more ideas that are not just Italy-based, is global, is global-based. It's not just Nigerian-based, it's Rwanda-based, right? This is what we're talking about. So next, we are going to be showcasing the masterpieces that has been carefully and powerfully and thoughtfully developed by one of us. And we're going to have powerful exhibition, which is going to be offline exhibitions in a particular city I don't want to mention right now. This will be followed by our digital space where the power of imagination through the story that became paintings are going to be shown to everyone around the world. And it's not going to leave anybody behind. It's going to be across every education sector and in offices. We want this to become research theme, research story, and research topic across the world. After which we would have a powerful exhibition somewhere in Europe as well, and the products. Remember, it's from stories to art, from art to poetries, from poetry to fashion installations, from installation to designs, because each fashion we could have a variant of like 10 of 20, right? And from design to products. We are carrying tourism from a location to places around the world. So this will spark you sitting in Australia or sitting in America to want to visit this tourism location. So we're taking the stories to everywhere, starting from Africa and Europe and to other parts of the world. Imagine that painting that was developed in Milan coming on a table of someone in the Middle East with the stories following it. Her product would have each like a description table or a description note that goes with those products. You cherish them because the powerful story that open up the creative economy around the world has just begun. Stay fit and watch us. This is not going to end at all. It is just the beginning of greater exploits. Watch it.
Thank you very much for that answer, FM. You know, I love that you brought in commercialization into this conversation, because many people that might have been following Artnovation might think Artnovation is probably just about painting or about just one rock somewhere or one cathedral or fashion installations. No. Artnovation is beyond that. In fact, some minutes ago, Princess said something that this is a journey. Yeah. This project is a journey, and we would like you to come with us on this journey. I also love that you brought in the creative economy conversation, because many people need to understand that we are intentionally commercializing culture. Just like we mentioned in the panel session at the Artnovation event on April 23rd, that a lot of things are left on the table when people ignore culture. And I love that Artnovation is bringing that up, bringing together two cultures, and then ensuring that everything that can be gotten from those cultures are produced. And now I'd like to bring into this conversation Princess, who is an artist at Artnovation. Princess, I would like you to bring in the youth perspective. And I specifically want you to answer two questions.
Okay.
Let me know how you're feeling currently.
Okay.
I know that there were sleepless nights. You put in a lot of work, attention into this. Let me know how you feel now. And then to the young creators watching, or regardless of their age, how would they bring out the best version of themselves? How exactly were you able to come out of your comfort zone, because you were not always a painter? How were you able to achieve this that you have achieved currently?
Okay. So thank you, Oma. I feel very good now. I feel very, very, very amazing after the entire event, the post Artnovation movement and everything. Yes, there were sleepless nights because it turned into something that I had to push myself to do, to really see another side of myself. Yes, I was never an artist. I thought that I could not even draw a cup or a spoon. I was very afraid to even hold a pencil or to even hold a paintbrush, and especially to have it on canvas. It was not even part of my to-do list or my future plans. But after Artnovation 2023, where Miss FM had to push us to say, you will paint. You are creative.
Yeah.
There's nothing you cannot do. Ever since then, I started having the mindset that yes, I can paint. There's nothing I can actually do.
And you
I can't do.
painted.
And I painted. But then the difference between those works and now was that those works were flat works. They were 2D works. These works right now are 3D works. I wanted to create the illusion, the effect that when you look at this canvas and you look at this painting from different directions, you are seeing different things. That's one of the themes of the painting is structure. Like FM said, that this project is not just going from artworks. They are going from artworks to product, to design, to fashion installations, to exhibitions around the world. I wanted the illusion that when you see something, it's 3D. It looks like it's popping out of the painting. It's emerging. So that's why in various of the paintings, you see light emerging from rocks. You see structure emerging from different things. We combined the tourist attraction Olumorok in Abeokuta with the Duomo Cathedral here in Milan. So you see a lot of structure, you see a lot of angles, you see a lot of this in 3D works. It looks like rock emerging straight out of the painting. So that is what I wanted to create. I mean, I just want to say that the entire process is God designed, God made, because I prayed before creating this painting that God, I want to do something different. Please, it's not my hand that is painting right now. Take over my hand. Let me see what you can do through me. That not just people will see it and be wowed. I would also see it and be wowed that, wow, so this actually came out from my hand. And it worked because the first painting I created, even FM was like, this is my favorite. It's the next few paintings, she then became my favorite, saying, wow, I've changed my perspective. This is different. So that is just, so any creator at any age listening to me, the only thing I can say to you is that you have to push yourself beyond your limits. You have to change your mindset orientation that this is not just what you can do. Don't be stuck. You can do any other thing that you put your mind to.
I love that. You know, Princess has shared very important and significant lessons here. And she just reminded me of 2023, actually, when we had to paint.
You painted as well.
I painted as well. And painting was not something that I could call my expertise. I used to draw as a child, but painting was not one of it. But being in that situation whereby we had to do it. It's either we did it or we did it. And so for creators watching, I recall when I would just be telling the Holy Spirit, paint through me. We need to come to that place whereby we understand that we are expressions, or we carry God in us, and we should not limit what he can do through us. Imagine us painting, and we will still paint more. FM as well.
She said she will paint.
Exactly.
So you're just basically saying that God, you are the painter, I'm the paintbrush.
Exactly.
Use me to paint.
Exactly. I love that. So being in that position whereby we understand that God creates through us. That is actually the Artnovation story.
Yes.
Because I believe that the foundation, and I'll come to you, FM, the foundation of everything we are doing now has come, or it came from God, and we are expressing his creativity. You've told us our next steps, but I would like you to let our audience know as we wrap up, why exactly are we starting from Italy in Europe? It could have been any other country, but you started with Europe, with Italy rather. So why exactly did we pick Italy?
Yes, Italy become a foundation. I'm speaking in the present right now because it's still a foundation of this entire project. It all started 25 years ago when God made me to champion something bigger than me. And I say it because when I receive that power of imagination to bring Nigerian youth to Italy, I did not look like it. There was nothing to make it happen in the real sense. There was no money, there was no visa, but God orchestrated this entire journey. A story for another day. And I landed in Milan. I landed in Milan with 3 artists. And then, of course, we went straight to Florence. 65 countries participated, over 17 artists. Nigerian won gold and silver. That spotlighted me immediately because I led them. It was all my name. So I was given a loud ovation. I was recognized. And the director, who is now my father, mind you, Commander Giuliano Sotani, gave me a blank check. We love what you're doing and we want to support. Take our name anywhere in the world. We'll be behind you. That was the highest, it was highest peak of my career. Remember, at that time, I was a practicing civil engineer. I had 9 to 5 job, but I've always loved to be embedded in art. Art is my life. So to see that come to pass was a miracle.
Before you go on, I would like you to tell our audience, because it might look like this beautiful story, but you were really young. What pushed you to take such a bold step, not just alone now, but with people depending on you?
I think as a child, I could remember between the age of 7 or 6 and 12, I had this father. My father is late now, who would tell me I'm the best in the world. I was the best in the world. He would tell me everything good. You're going abroad, your voice. He was always speaking. And I grew up to see both of them speaking seriously into my life. So I had this boldness that I could do anything. I think the power of boldness happened early, and the power of prayer, when parents begin to declare over their children very early, I think that happened to me. So I was fearless, and very bold. That was the foundation. And of course, because I was young, I was underpaid. To be honest, I didn't get proper job. I was managing a contract job. Money was not even enough of transportation. Then I was thinking of carrying people to Europe. Isn't that crazy? Now, the craziness brought us to where we are today. You've got to be crazy about what you believe in, because the universe will not even give you the answer. You would have to hold on to the belief that I am doable. I am possible. The power of possibility became so clear before my very eyes. And that is why nothing is impossible till today.
I love that. So many lessons. And I love that she shared the back end story that many people might not know now. You're seeing FM and every member of the team going from city to city. But right here, she's sharing with us something, or majority of the things that many creators and innovators are going through. Lack of finance, funding, not knowing where to go. But please remember that provision answers when you are in motion. I believe that this is a good place to bring this conversation to a close, except we want to give our audience our final words. Is there anything we'd like to say to end the conversation?
People, African can emerge. African can be freed. African can actually also feed the world. The creative economy of Africa is booming. We do not need to recreate the wheel. Let us merge and collaborate with European nations to build something very new, so that you and me can begin to create some amazing products that will serve generation unborn. Thank you.
I love that. Princess, any final words?
I would just want to speak to the Nigerian youth, the Nigerian child, actually, not the Nigerian youth, the African child. You sitting right there in your house or in your school thinking that, oh, I can't go beyond this point, or that after this, I just go to school and then I have my work and I get married. There is nothing you cannot do once you put your mind to it. There is nothing you cannot achieve once you take that bold step and once you change your mindset that I would stop speaking negatively to myself and only speak positivity into my life.
Thank you very much to can I call you my guest? My final words will be a quote that I have, which is, move, the world will follow you. Stay stagnant and the world would move past, because people would always be moving. Also remember that you are the one to determine your limits. God is abundant. God is vast, and he has created us to serve as his representatives here on earth. So don't look at your background. Don't look at your finances. Don't look at all those things that might be limiting you. Ensure that you have God as your source and nothing will be impossible to you. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you on the next one.